But ultimately, the game changed when with that Saliba red card, which was originally a yellow card.
I'm
just
passionate.
to just to obviously to recap, Trossard, who was playing on the other side. I know we've spent a little bit of time speaking about Sterling, but I don't think Trossard was having his strongest performance. And yeah, Trossard's given a weird pass, but and it's kind of sent Saliba, dare I say, into panic mode. And ultimately, the context of that is you're facing the goal, you're expecting to attack, and then all of a sudden, your winger has sent a weird pass back, leaving you backpedaling and leaving Evanilson, with the advantage over you, and even Reyes backpedaling. It was a bit of a moment of madness. I think somebody of Saliba's level, we'd probably expect, if we're calling him elite and we don't want Real Madrid to take him, you'd probably expect someone of the level that we place him at to be dealing with that a bit more competently. But this is football, and I led with the context to say it can happen to anyone, even world class centre backs, because I still think he is a world class centre back. But it's happened now. He's tugged the player, and the referee's giving him a yellow card. Upon VAR intervention, he's asked the referee to go and have a look at the monitor. It's important to know it wasn't VAR that's overturned the decision. The referee's looked at the monitor and come back and he's overturned the decision. And obviously the game changed at that point. But focusing on that decision, we'll just go around the panel quickly and then we'll have a chat about it. Joey, yellow, was that yellow? Should that yellow have stood or was it a red?
Yeah, at first I thought it was yellow, but yeah, I think it's definitely a red card, man.
All right, I'll get on to why. Mess, yellow. Should it have remained a yellow, or were you?
It should have remained the yellows. So I think it's a sending off.
You think it's a sending? That should have been.
I think it's just a sending off, but it should have remained the yellow.
Remained the yellow. Okay, and just to make sure that I'm clear on what you said, Joey, it should have remained the yellow, or it should have been a sending off, or
I think the way it proceeded was correct.
Okay, so the red card stands for you.
Yeah.
Right, Marly Marl.
Yeah, so it's the same. I mean, Messi, you just applied some different dimensions there because I would have just said it's just straight red. But yeah, if it was it turned out it was a yellow, then turned into a red, then yeah, it should have stayed a yellow. But yeah, it's a red card though. Like,
you think it's a card? Doug, what are you thinking on this one?
Should have remained a yellow, and I'm not saying that because I'm an Arsenal fan. I'm not saying. But
I think you're lying.
No. It should have remained the yellow. I think it should have. I think the on-field decision was the right choice. Me personally.
All right, so Joey, yeah, you think it should have is a straight red, and it's fun. It's interesting you say that because obviously you are a Liverpool fan. We're going to go onto the Liverpool Chelsea game eventually, and there was like a situation that almost mirrored it. It wasn't identical, but almost mirrored it, and we know the outcome there. Why are you on the fence? Why are you in the position that you have, basically? Why do you believe it was a red?
Yeah, so I feel like unless, for me, my understanding of the rule or assembling a little bit of anything close to the rule is that if you're the last man and you commit a foul that prevents somebody from what could be a goal scoring opportunity, it's a red card. Obviously, we're talking about the ability of Ben White to maybe put on the afterburners and cover, or Saliba having potentially more pace than Evanilson. But these are if, buts and maybes, in my opinion. The fact is that Evanilson is in front of Saliba and Saliba has a decision to make and he's decided to take out the player. So based on that alone, I think it's a red card offence.
But hasn't the correct me if I'm wrong, yeah, and this is for anybody, yeah, hasn't the rules somewhat been adapted so that it's not as black and white as if he's prevented last man or prevented a goal scoring opportunity?
Last man / goal.
Yeah. It's a red that they're gonna take in contributing factors such as distance from goal, direction of play, to proximity of other defenders.
Yeah, because you remember the referee saw it right what he saw because the referee saw he was the last man, but felt it wasn't a denying of a goal scoring opportunity. That's why he gave the red card. I mean the yellow card. That's what he saw. So he saw he's the last man, but felt it wasn't denying of a goal scoring opportunity and chose to give the yellow. Now VAR, which we have these VAR, we know what VAR is about. Yeah, they get involved when they can, and they love to get involved, and they've got involved and said, "Nah, let's have a look at this, mate. Listen, actually, we want you to change the decision because we feel it's a red card because we know better." Do you get
No,
me?
they didn't say that. They didn't say that.
But
They
have a
just
look
said,
at
have a
it.
look.
Have a look at the
yeah,
monitor.
yeah.
Just pattern it up and just look in the monitor.
Yeah,
making it
because
like
you know
have a
what?
look, have a look, have a look.
I realized something the other day, and I don't know if you heard the voice that I put in the group when I was chatting about it, and I realized something the other day, and I never in my life looked at it like this. Yeah, our referees are celebrities.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
never
That's it.
looked at it
Yeah.
Michael Oliver.
They've got their own show, bro. Ref watch.
And they
bro,
got their own show. When they're out on road and they're in the bar, man, sending them a drink. 3 points for us on the weekend, mate, and all of this, and you know what I mean. Wherever they go,
that's crazy. I've actually never considered that.
And they're celebrities. So when in the game, when things are going on, they slightly want it. They're probably thinking they're on the same level as a Saka or a, you know what I mean, in the game. That they're part of this thing as well. So sometimes they just want their moment as well. Do you get me? So sometimes I feel like they're always making it about them. You get me?
Doing the most. Just give a faux yellow card so they can't look at the monitor.
Yeah, doing the most.
So who would be doing the most? Is it the VAR guy or the ref?
I feel like the referee did the right thing. The referee wasn't. It's the VAR because I think like you said, there's things that if buts and maybes that you can take into consideration in that moment, right? But Evanilson, there's still so much to do for it to be stopping of a goal scoring opportunity. He's not even touched the ball. He's nowhere near the ball. They're both on the halfway line. They both got to have that sprint to where the ball bounces.
Yeah.
On top of that, he's then got to control the ball with one of the best centre backs in the world, like trying to jostle with him. Then he's got to beat Raya, who's in his.
I remember forgetting that Ben White was also making.
Ben White.
Sorry. We have to cancel that Ben White because Ben White had Semenyo with him as well. He had other things to focus on.
No. But Ben White's not going to be tussling with Semenyo
but he has to cover his run though.
He's just going to be making a conversion. He's making a conversion run. He's going to.
No, as a defender, bro, you got to have one eye open to see where he's going, and you got to cut out the pass, or you got to go in and save.
That still negates the fact that he could have still just run over. If Evanilson then has to pass it to Semenyo, that's no longer a goal scoring opportunity that he's taken on his own.
But that's the problem though, is that Saliba hasn't done his job by.
We've already established.
should assess that.
We've established that.
So the crime
he's
that Saliba's done
that's
is
not what we're
he hasn't
discussing
even
here.
let anything happen.
Right, so let me ask you this.
So you can't talk about Ben White because
Break the
Saliba
line
has
of his goal
eliminated
scoring
Ben White.
opportunity. What was Evanilson like? What was my man going to do with the ball? We do not know.
Exactly, and that's
I ran up to the ball, had a bad touch. Like I feel like the line of a goal scoring opportunity is like, and we've seen it before in previous seasons, in around the box, last man, pull a man down, chop him. He's in on goal. You slide, you take him out, red card, whatever. Like that. Not when you're on the halfway line on the half turn. Saliba had Saliba not even grabbed him. We don't even know if my man would have slipped up. Like, you know what I mean? For sure. He's nowhere near the ball. It's a yellow card and we move on.
My thing with this is, if you look at the actual rules and they talk about and Strauss touched on it, says distance between the offense and the goal is taken into consideration. General direction of play, likelihood of keeper gaining control of the ball, location and number of defenders. He didn't touch the ball. He had no control of the ball whatsoever. The ball wasn't even actually directly going.
Let me check it, man.
Straight to the goal. You watch it.
No, Messi, you're 100% correct, man. But
then you look at Ben White. Ben White is quick, and he's gonna have to control the ball, bring the ball down, and then run on goal without Ben White having to try and again, we're talking about
and you know what I find this
and a striker getting onto the ball. And at the end of the day, is it a clear and obvious error? And this is where I feel like...
Thank you, because I was just going to...
I agree. That's where I agree with you.
And this is where I feel like with the refs and the PGMOL, they're pissing me off because they get involved too much. And it's like they pick and choose when they get involved based on you got to be stronger. You're kicking the ball away. All of these nonsense stuff. But it's like, get the right decisions right. Like, ultimately, he doesn't have control of the ball. You've changed the rules. Why I said I think it could be a red card is because if it was back in the day, tugs him down, whatever, we've known that to be a red card. You've changed the rules now.
You can understand the argument.
What's changed?
You can understand the argument for the red card, but forget even being an Arsenal fan. I understand that VAR is not here to re-referee the game.
Yeah.
Also, I understand that yellow cards don't normally require VAR intervention.
No, it does. If they think it should be a red card,
yeah.
so like
if you
dangerous foul,
believe
like Kudus,
so
Yeah,
like
so
Kudus on
exactly.
the weekend,
yeah, or clear and egregious errors or violent conduct. I don't think this tick the box for either of those.
No, it does. It does for the egregious because again, so I know you guys don't necessarily deem it a goal scoring opportunity, but obviously, like Messi, you said Ben White could have got there. Doug, you said that you don't even know if he's going to control it or even if he's going to get it past Raya. But the fact that is, you prevented us from even knowing, bro. That's what the infringement is. You haven't let us see what Evanilson's destiny is, bro. He could have been bagged his second goal for Bournemouth, but we haven't even had a chance to see my man take his first touch. That's what the crime is here.
Yeah, but isn't it?
He was at Porto. He was in the Champions League at Porto.
That was clearly not a goal scoring opportunity.
I don't think it was. And that's why I understand where you men are coming from. Like, for me, it's kind of 50-50 if I'm going to be 51.
Even what you just said, even what you just said could be used as an argument as to why it's not a clear goal scoring.
100%. No, 100%. I agree. But you have to punish the defender for taking out the striker's opportunity.
But he was punished. He was punished with a yellow card.
No, but that's not big enough punish. That's not.
I'm looking at the still image now, bro. Ben White's never getting there because I don't think he is. Ben White has to basically do one of these ones.
Yeah.
And Ben White has so Ben White
is on his left as well.
No, but you know why Ben White gets there, right, Marlon? Yeah, is because. Not necessarily gets there because we don't know if he's going to go to the ball or just cut off the passing lane, yeah?
Exactly,
yeah. But we will kick ball, so we know that bouncing ball with him and Saliba tussling, Ben White hasn't got no one to run against. He's not running and tussling. He's running straight across. Yeah. Like Evanilson, brother, ain't no for his pace, and Saliba is very
rapid. He's rapid.
He's rapid, yeah.
I think that's probably the most likely.
I feel like there's so many contributing factors towards it being a difficult goal to score, then it being so clean cut as the fact he runs in and scores. There's no, you know what I mean? And I see arguments for both sides. I see what you guys are saying.
But the answer is AI, bro.
No, do you know what? No, the punishment is actually just for a bad decision, if I'm going to be completely honest.
Yeah. And I get that. To me, Trossard is more egregious than even Saliba because it's like, what are you doing, bro?
Yeah, I think that's where the problem. Trossard,
bro, it's like, why would you do that?
Hey, sorry guys, quick one. You see, I just said egregious. Yeah, is it egregious? Yeah, you know how my pronunciation. My pronunciation.
I let you live too. I didn't want
to. Yeah, usually.
What was he saying? Grievance? Was he saying grievance?
This is African.
The nature of this show is you hail him up on live, bruv.
Yeah, I would have messaged you after still.
Oh, jeez. No, because why does everyone keep saying egregious? But anyway, what was I gonna say? Right. So, all right, cool. So, I feel like we're split, and I suppose there's no surprise that the Arsenal fans on the panel at the moment are leaning towards the yellow card. But obviously, there's that sequence of events led to another sequence of events, and one of those included subbing on Kyrios, obviously taking off Raheem Sterling.
I forgot.